My name's Todd Edwards, and I'm one of your two instructors for the EDT 499.9/599.9 course, GeoGebra Workshop. And what I want to do, I've actually created 3 videos. This is the first one to help kind of acclimate you to the class. This first video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about features of Moodle, just getting you logged in and kind of sharing with you some of the environment, some tips and tricks to use Moodle effectively. In my second video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the course syllabus. And then in the third video, I want to talk to you a little bit more about Module 1. This is sort of how to navigate through some of the assignments. So we'll begin here by looking at Moodle. I'm going to try to keep this under 5 minutes. I don't know if I can do that or not. I tend to talk a lot. What you're going to do is go to edmath.net/Moodle. It should take you to this page, and then you're going to need to log in to access content in this class. So I click log in, and I've set up a test account called tester2. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now, your username that you log in as will be your unique Miami ID. So you've been given a Miami University email address. The unique ID is the part before the @ symbol. So you're going to log in with that username, and then I've emailed you your password. So once you're in, you should see our course listed, and you click on it. It'll take you here. And something you probably will notice is right off the bat, there's a navigation column here, and a topic outline column, and then some useful links. I'll talk to you about each of these columns in a bit more detail, although I'm going to talk about Module 1 in far more detail in our third video, so keep that in mind. But this is Moodle, and then we're going to use this to deliver all the content for the course. One thing to note up top is the fact that pretty much all the assignments, the descriptions of things are all found here in the center. The navigation column over here is links to stuff that you can find over in here, to be honest. And then over here are just some helpful tools for the course. So you'll notice there's a lot of things here on the left. See how far that column extends downward? And it says My Courses. If you click on this little triangle here, it collapses that. You know, I don't really use this very often. If you wanted to, you could even click Hide Navigation Block. It'll just go away. Next time you log in, it'll just be compressed like that. Your grades is kind of helpful to know about. If you click on this grades link, you'll see a grade book with every assignment that you're going to be doing in the course. So that's kind of nice. And then you'll notice all these are linked. So if I wanted to read more about one of these assignments, say this Module 1 worksheet link, I could click there, and this is actually the page where you turn your work in. So this assignment actually asks you to construct a sketch and upload it to GeoGebra and provide us with a URL, a link. So ultimately you would type in here, you'd click Add Submission, and just give us a link, a web link. So basically submitting works also the same way, and I'll get into that in a lot more detail in our third video, but just to let you know that you can access things that way. I'm going to cancel this. If I want to get out of here, I could just go back, click on this, it takes me back. I can go back to grades again. Any of these are links, so you can click on any of the assignments and submit them through here if you'd like. You'll also ultimately see grades in here. It's kind of handy. Another thing in this in this area that's kind of handy. If you click on Start Class, it says My Profile Settings here. If you click down on this triangle, you can actually edit your profile. It's kind of a nice thing to do. You'll notice that it has an email address here. I'd like you to put in the email address that you typically use, because all the stuff I send to you will be sent to that particular address. And then I've added a picture of myself. So you guys don't have profile pictures yet. If you want to add a picture, which would be nice, it's good to connect a name to a face, you can click choose a file and look for a picture of yourself. Notice it says upload a file. That's really where you want to be. Upload a file. I want to browse and find a picture of myself. So let's see if I can find one really quick. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can find one that quick. How about this? Back when I had brown hair, no gray. And I'll just upload this file once I find one I like. And then once I've done that, I'm going to update my profile. Let's see if there's a new picture there for me now. There we go. I like that. So a couple things you might want to do is look at the grades a little bit and then update your profile settings. You can change your password here. That's kind of nice to do. But that's about it there on the left. Now in the middle, I think by default you'll have this big long column here. Look, there's a Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4. There are 4 modules in the class. And this looks overwhelming to me. There's just a lot of stuff, although you have all summer to do it. I kind of like to look at a module at a time. So if you click on this little guy, that toggles it so we only see one topic at a time. Notice it just says Module 1 and that's it. Then to jump to different modules, you click down here. Kind of breaks things down so it doesn't feel quite so overwhelming. Could jump to Module 4 if we want to. So that's kind of handy. You'll also notice over here there's a course syllabus. Up in this top part here are resources that never go away. Regardless of what module I'm on, you'll always see the course syllabus and always see this link for help. So let's go back to Module 1. You'll notice this course syllabus is still here and the virtual help is as well. So you can go ahead and click on this link, the syllabus, and you'll see the syllabus right here. We'll talk about the syllabus in depth in the second video, but just be aware that there's a syllabus here. And then we've added this online help. We thought that would be kind of nice to provide help for you. If you click on this link, you'll notice that there are a couple of discussion questions that have been added. If you click on either of these topics, I've displayed these replies in a nested form. So you'll see a question that was initially asked, Steve, how do I upload files to GeoGebraTube? And then Steve has replied with a link to a file. You'll see some other comments too. You can actually reply to these by clicking on reply on anywhere and just posting your reply. It's pretty easy to do. And then one thing that's kind of neat, you can actually attach files here. Like it says upload a file, browse, and attach a file from my computer. You know, you might say, hey, I need help with this particular feature of this file. Can you help me? Attach the file. It's kind of nice. And then there's a subscription that's you can request that an email copy of posts in this form be sent to you. So if in the middle of the night somebody replies, you don't have to come back out here. You actually get an email response. I believe that should work. If you're not sure what any of these features are, you'll notice there's a little question mark here. These question marks tell you more information about these various features. So this tells you about the attachments. This tells you a little bit more about subscriptions. It's kind of a helpful little system. Then I just click Post to Form. And it should just appear right here. And my link to the file I've uploaded is there too. It's kind of nice. There's also a post about dynamic text. You can add new discussion topics by clicking here. It's pretty self-explanatory. So we've added this as a way for you to get help. I don't want you to feel like you have no support. There's some other helps over here. You'll notice it says messages. So if you click on this messages link, you can send a message to anyone in our class by going to this contacts pull down bar and picking our course. Everyone will be listed here. There's some more on this next page. And the deal is you just click on anybody in class and you can send them a message. You just type in here and click send message. The deal is that as messages come in, let's get back here to the main site. Let's see, I'll go back here. As you get messages, they'll be listed here in this little box. And then you can see who's online. We thought that if you knew who was online, you might send messages to folks that are online at the moment. So that way, you could be talking back and forth. There's a calendar here that lists upcoming events. If I click on next month, you'll notice in July there are a couple dates where there are some assignments due. So literally these are all links too. On Sunday, the July 1st, there's a Module 1 worksheet link and a user forum post due. If you click on these, it'll actually take you to the assignments that are due that day. If you click in here on the actual name of the assignment, it gives you the page where you submit your work. So that's kind of handy to have. Okay, so this is basically navigating the site. I guess one last thing, you can modify how these things look. If you don't want this navigation here at all, do you see where it has this little blue guy? If you click on him, it'll send these features to the this little bar here, kind of out of the way. You can still access them by hovering over them. I could send my useful links over there. I could send pretty much everything here if I want. Like if I just want more space to see the topic outline. And to bring them back, you just undock. So it's kind of handy. I encourage you to just kind of mess around a little bit with the interface. Make it work for you. So that's what I like. That's what I like about it. It's got a lot of flexibility. So that's about it for Moodle. We can talk more about it if you have questions. If you post questions here in the question form or whatever, we can help you out. The next part of the tutorial, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the syllabus. Then lastly, we'll get into Module 1, so you kind of get a better sense of what's going on with the assignments themselves. So thanks for your patience and listening to me. I'll talk to you again here soon.